Hello everyone, I'm Benjamin from Gold Faction. Today we will be playing The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Now I know that this is a game that was released a while ago, but there's still a lot of people struggling with it, with the achievements, because the game has a lot, and there's also new players, so I'm gonna walk through the basics and all the achievements. So I'm gonna play a new game, because I'm gonna start from the beginning for everyone to like understand what I'm doing. I won't necessarily be doing every single achievement. I will probably be like doing the bigger ones, but anyways, today is just gonna be the basics. So let's start as Isaac, because that's the only guy we have when we start a new game. So as you can see, I can shoot up, left, right, bottom, which are my projectiles, my defense and my offense against monsters that I will encounter. So first of all, as you can see, we have the hearts, we have money, bombs, keys, we have the map in the upper right, and if you press on tab like I'm doing, you can see the time. Now let's just jump in the game. I entered a curse room, as we call them, which do damage when you enter and when you go out, but you can get cool stuff, neat stuff when you go in them. So sometimes it's worth the risk. This time it wasn't worth it, but yeah. Anyways, those were the curse rooms. There's not much to know about them except that they can be useful or not. So right now, as you can see, I just defeated 2 spiders, which are the type of units that you might find, the monsters that you might find in the first floor. They're not too hard to beat, like most of the monsters. Like these flies, they're not really hard. The game like progresses with how much stuff you get to evolve your character, because every floor has a room that has an item, and those items can be very various. Like you might get an item that will make a special effect on your tears, or make them bigger, make them extremely quick, and so on and so on. There's so many items, so many possibilities of items in this game, which is one of the biggest reasons why people love this game. So now I got stem cells, which boosts my HP from 1 heart. Not so bad, but not so good either. I don't really like HP items. I prefer being a class cannon, having huge damage and not a lot of health. Now I'm sorry I skipped the boss title, but I'm fighting Monstro, one of the like most common bosses in the first floor. He's really easy to beat. As you can see, his attack pattern is really easy to read. It takes about 2 seconds before he attacks, and his attacks are pretty easy to dodge, so quite an easy boss. Anyways, let's get back to the items while I beat this boss. In Binding of Isaac Rebirth, most of the game is based on your items that you will be getting, and sorry about the Steam pop-up, but yeah, you're gonna be wanting to make builds with the items that you get. There's sometimes you won't have to take an item. Sometimes you should take an item, and sometimes if you take an item, it will like destroy all of your build and you're gonna instant die. So yeah, there's a lot of items. They all have a different use, except for the health ones or speed ones and range ones. But those are mostly boss items, like the one I just picked up, which is an item that the boss leaves behind when you defeat it. Some bosses have a pool of items, like 2 items that they will always be dropping randomly in between the 2, but most of the bosses have a pool of about 10 to 20 items, I think, yeah, that they may drop. And yeah, some people might think that getting all the items possible is gonna necessarily mean that you're gonna win, but not necessarily. You have to learn what the item does before picking it up, because sometimes you have to sacrifice something for getting the item, and it's not necessarily the greatest of ideas. And like you just saw, I blew up rocks with bombs. You can blow up rocks with bombs. You can destroy poops with your tears, and poops might give you some hearts and some coins from time to time. Now I know this is a lot of stuff to take in at once, but the game is really like the first 50 hours you will play this game is learning the enemies, their attack pattern, and learning items, learning how to read secret rooms, because you can get secret rooms by blowing up a wall, putting a bomb next to a wall. And yeah, sometimes you get secret rooms which will give you items or droppable stuff like coins and bombs. So yeah, I would say the first 50 hours will be of you playing this game will be unlocking a lot of achievements, because the first plays you unlock so many achievements, but also you will be learning how to defeat bosses, defeat monsters, how to read certain rooms of monsters, stuff like that. Now I'm fighting Larry Jr., which is usually an easy boss depending on the items you have. If you have a penetration item, you will defeat him extremely easily, but right now I have like almost no damage, so he's pretty not hard, but it's just since he's so random, you're just gonna get hit for no good reason. You're gonna think he's gonna go one way, oh, he's going the other way, and he hits you like right now. So yeah, he's really easy to beat sometimes when you have the good items, but right now he's just like annoying, just a lot of time. And like you see, I just got a devil room. Usually these rooms only spawn if you don't get hit by the boss, or they spawn like if you're lucky, like I just got lucky. Now the devil rooms will not spawn on first floor, even if you beat the boss with without taking any damage, you won't be getting the devil room. To get the devil room on the first floor, you need to unlock a card which will like teleport you to the devil room, but that will be seen later. Now, as you just saw, I consumed one of my red hearts in the top left to unlock the devil items. So it's like doing a pact with the devil. You have to give something to get the item. Sometimes it will be red hearts. If you don't have any more red hearts, it will be your soul hearts, which are the blue hearts in the top left corner, or the black hearts, which are devil. Well, I call them devil hearts. I don't know how people call them. Well, I call them devil hearts. And yeah, you can trade these as well for items if you don't have red hearts. Now I just used the pill, which had a teleport effect. Pills have different type of effects, like you can get speed up, health up, you can get all your health back, or you can fart. But they can also have negative effects like speed down. And every time you do a new run, the pills will be reset, the effects will be reset. So if you think a pill will have the same effect in 2 runs, you might get surprised. So now I got teleported in the arena room, as I call them, which is a room where there is chests in the beginning, and if you open one of the chests, there will be waves of monsters spawning. Usually it's 3 waves of small monsters or 2 waves of bosses, unless you are in the farther if you are in the lower rooms, like in the womb, which is a type of room really advanced. Well, you will get 3 bosses every time. But right now we're in the beginner section, so no need to worry about the wand. We will see about it later. So yeah, anyways, I'd say just adapting to monsters is one of the biggest part of the game. Knowing how to react to them. At the beginning, it's like very annoying, but you're gonna realize that it's extremely fun to play this game, just because of all the retarded items you may get, retarded builds you may get. Like sometimes you're gonna get an incredibly glass cannon class, but you're gonna do so much damage, you're gonna insta kill every boss. Stuff like that. You will see by combining different items. You will see what's extremely good and what's extremely bad. And by doing challenges, you might find as well extremely bad classes. So yeah, a lot of this game is just clearing these rooms and trying to find secret rooms, getting coins, going in the shop, which I haven't showed you yet, which I will be showing you on this floor. Just going to get the item first. Infestation 2 is an item that when you kill a monster, it will transform it into a spider, a blue spider, which is like an ally, which will damage the other enemies and will take the will die. It's like a suicide spider. Any ally you get in this game is either a companion, which will follow you all game and cannot take any damage, or the spiders and flies which will sacrifice themselves for you. So there's nothing much happening right now. Just clearing the rooms is a lot of it. As you see right now, I'm putting bombs next to rocks to create a kind of bridge so I can get the coins. It might happen tricky stuff like that in rooms where you can get a loot, but there's like a gap in between. So from time to time it's just like using your items to get other items and stuff like that. Now this is the shop. You can see I have 2 items that I can buy with my coins, and right now I'm putting money in the donation box, which will upgrade my my shop, and as well it will allow me to unlock any achievements. Upgrading the shop, what it does is that you will get more items that you can buy. Right now I had 2. You can go up to 6, I believe. I'm not so sure. Don't quote me on this, but you can get quite a lot. So I bought the Bible. The Bible will allow us to do a special achievement that some of you probably didn't even know about, which is kind of cool for the first run. So anyway, we're fighting the boss, which I don't even remember his name. I know I don't remember a lot of stuff, but believe me, I have a lot of achievements. I know what I'm talking about. So this boss is quite annoying because it's almost sure that you get hit whenever, like you just saw, he separates it in 2. So it's quite a pain in the ass when you're a glass cannon, but if you're a tank, you're going to be okay against this boss. So the item I just took, named Curse of Whore of Babylon or Curse of Babylon, I don't remember. What it will do is whenever I get half a heart of health, I will turn into like a demon form and I will deal more damage, which is quite fun because right now I only have 1 heart. I just need to have half a heart and it's gonna be perfect. So I'm probably gonna accelerate this part or not, but it's just like fighting monsters again. Not necessarily the funnest part, but it's one of the parts that challenges you the most in this game, because you have to clear all the monsters rooms before like fighting the boss, and if you lose all your hearts in the monsters room, well the boss, you won't have any health anymore to fight him. So it won't be very fun. Won't be very fun. No, not very fun. So this was kind of a 2 key room to unlock. So when you unlock these rooms, you can either get what I got. You can get rooms full of chests of items, like droppable items, I mean, or you can get a dice room, which has plenty of different effects depending on the dice that there is in the middle of the room. But that I will cover that probably later. So I dislike the monsters that I just fought, because you can only attack them when they open their face, and sometimes it takes quite a while. Sorry about that. Quite a while before they open their face. Yeah, sorry about the pause. Just wanted to show what stats are. Speed, range. You can have shot speed. I think it's faith after. You have damage, and in the bottom right corner it's the luck. So yeah, whenever you press escape, you pause the game, like manage your options, sound, full screen, and you can see your stats, which is pretty neat. sometimes your stats are just over like all the bars. You get all the bars, and you know you're higher than that, but it's just like there's a maximum. One time I thought I had like 4 times all of the bars you could get. My damage was just insane, but that's just like one lucky build that I got. So yeah, doing another arena room, this time with the bosses. So this is the second boss, and it will be the last one. I don't really like this boss. He's pretty annoying. His eyes, when they pop out there, they get pretty annoying. But I'm doing pretty well right now. So he will be dying now. Die. Alright, he's dead. So yeah, another arena room completed. And let's move on. Alright, the item room. Are we gonna get something good? Something useful? Let's see about that. Yeah, as you just saw, you might have seen more, but when you see a monster that's has a health up, yeah, that's not really good. But when you see a monster that's another color as the other monsters of its kind, it's considered as a champion. The champions, they have different types of effects when you kill them. Some might drop a pill, some might drop money, or some might drop health, or some, when you kill them, they will explode and do like a circle of projectiles around them, which is pretty annoying. But you usually don't get very much of champions on normal difficulty. And that was useless, Bob. So yeah, just killing more monsters once again. Killing the monsters. These skeletons are pretty annoying. They're like a chain gun if you try to fight them head on. But yeah, you can dodge them pretty easily. Bombs. Sorry about that. Let's go towards the boss. Let's see for secret rooms first. Is there a secret room here? So to find secret rooms, you gotta like check on your map and see where there's a connection between the rooms. Like, it's kind of logic. You have to see if there's a wall in the room. Oh, nice hive mind, which will make all my spiders bigger. But yeah, if you're in a room and you see like there's a wall, and on your map there's like a gap in between 2 or 3 rooms, well, there might be a secret room. I don't really know how to explain it better than this, but you will see while you play. If you're not new, you know what I'm talking about. So let's go fight. Oh, the boss, Mega Fatty. Mega Fatty. Well, he's kind of a balanced boss. Not too much health. Not like very weak. He isn't too hard to dodge, except for one attack where he jumps and you have like half a second to react. Like, there's 2 different types of jump. The one that he just did, which leaves you about a second to react, and this one that he just did, which is much quicker, much harder to dodge. You have to get used to him doing that attack to be able to dodge it. Unless you are used to it, you're probably not gonna dodge it. So another achievement, and God, I'm yawning so much. Another achievement, and I used my book for no good reason. Yeah, the reason why I just gave up kind of a heart right there was because I got the Horror of the Horror of Babylon item, and it's gonna be easier for me to drop my health down with only 1 heart. I know it's not logic, but I just felt like doing it. Okay. So the item I just picked up is called the WAFER, which is not very useful for my class right now. What it does, it reduces the damage you take. Like, let's say you take 1 heart of damage every time you get hit, you will only take half. But if you already take half, then you won't be losing anymore. So right now, since I only take half heart of damage from the monsters. It doesn't change anything. But when you get in farther like floors, which I can't right now because I haven't unlocked any enough stuff yet, well, you will need this type of item. Well, not need, but it will be extremely useful for you. So I really hate these monsters that I'm fighting right now because as you can see, when they're far away, they can jump in the sky, and if there's too many of them, well, you're just gonna get lost in all of what's happening, and it's gonna be annoying. You will lose a lot of health for no good reason. This item, the items in the curse room are devil items from time to time. Well, when you get one, it are usually devil items. The one that I just got was named Guppy's Tail. You can get many Guppy items, and if you get 3 of them in the same run, you will become Guppy. Becoming Guppy has its own advantages, which consists of flying and having small flies always floating around you. Well, spawning very often around you. So right now it would be extremely useful since I have giant spiders and flies. But I don't think I will be getting Guppy this run, since I only have 1 item right now of Guppy. Quite an easy room. These guys will follow the walls that they're attached to, or the holes that they're attached to. Anything that's an invisible wall. As you can see, I just blew out a lottery thing, which you can give your keys to, and you might get a chest. Blowing them out gives you items. It's pretty random what you can get, and usually it's really bad. So that's why I don't usually use bombs on them unless there's 2 lottery things close one to another, and that's what was a really good waste of bombs right there. I didn't even get to blow up the X rock, and I use 4 bombs. 4 bombs for something that I could have used 2 bombs for. Yep, really useful. And as you can see, the golden chests, I've been opening them for quite a while. Usually I don't open them, but since I have a lot of keys in this run, I'm just gonna keep opening them, because well, you can get good stuff, you can get items in them, but it's pretty rare. So that's why usually I don't open them. Yeah, we'll be heading for the boss right now. There's the other shop. Since the maximal price for an item in a shop is 15 coins. Well, since I have 36, I have enough to buy an item, and I will be using my key to unlock the shop. If you have less than 15 coins, I just suggest like not going into the shop if you're limited on keys, because you're just gonna end up not buying anything useful. I usually don't buy like, let's say if they offer pills, I won't buy a pill. If they offer a key, I won't buy the key, but sometimes buying a key or a bomb is necessary in the shop. Charm of the Vampire will get you health from time to time when you will kill an enemy. And yeah, the shop was quite useless this time. See, like during the game, you will see stuff like that, where you have to blow up stuff to get items or to get loot, which is like you gotta use your brain to get these items, which I haven't done because I used the bomb and I didn't even realize I had only 1 left, which was quite stupid of me. But it's okay, because I have my Bible and I will be using it to go the other side, like right now. Use the Bible, yes. Alright. And since I get energy from it, my Bible is recharged. The little pills, well, not the pills, but the batteries they boost all of your usable items in the top left corner up to max. And since I haven't talked about these usable items, I will now. Usable items or stuff, as you can see in the top left corner, they all have a different thing that they do. Some may transform you, some may do damage to a boss or to enemy units, to all the units in the room. So yeah, the Bible that I have right now, it has, well, 3 different types of things that it can do. I'm only gonna tell you about the first one right now, is that you can fly with it. It gives you wings and you can fly it. It has 2 other stuff that it can do, but I will be just talking about the second one later. And the third one I won't be talking about it yet. So yeah, the cage is a boss that has a lot of health, and his attacks are pretty annoying. If you can tear through his health in 2 seconds, well, you've got a huge ton of damage. SQUEEZY. SQUEEZY will boost my shot speed, which will be very useful since I had no shot speed and since I have no damage at all almost. Anyways, depths 2. This is probably, yeah, it's the last floor before I get to beat the boss, like the final boss of this run, since I haven't unlocked like the other good bosses yet. And yeah, so I just entered the arcade room, and the thing I just did is I sacrificed half of a heart for coins. As you can see in the machine, on the top of the machine, it says heart equals coin. Well, you can trade your red hearts for coins. And the other guy that I gave coins to, well, he gave me an item. You can get lucky and give 2 coins and he will give you the item, or you can get unlucky and you will have to give like 20 coins before he gives you an item, which is the same thing for the key guy and the heart guy. If you give them enough, you will get an item after quite a while. The ones you least get are the key ones. Well, the key guy one, because you usually don't have enough keys to get the item. The room I'm in is a mini boss room. You saw me before with the green guy. They happen from time to time. You don't see them on the mini map until you enter them, or if you have an item that shows you the map. The mini bosses aren't really that hard, in my opinion, but some can be annoying. So yeah, I blew up again a lottery guy, and the demon guy here also gives you an item, but you have to trade your hearts for it. Now I used a card which teleported me into a secret room, which are the rooms that I was talking about before. Like, you put a bomb to the door, and as you can see, it leaves a hole. And you sometimes get really good items, and other times you don't get anything good at all. This time I got lucky. I got a $10 coin. I'm getting pretty lucky with the coins in this run. It's a shame that I can't donate more, because there's a limit to the donations you can do in every game. Sometimes you can donate like 20 coins, sometimes it's gonna be 2 if you're very unlucky. And I'd suggest donating every coin you can, while always keeping a minimum of 15 coins. If ever like you get a really good item in the next floor in the shop and you can buy it, well, it's gonna be sad for you, but not for me, because I'm intelligent. Well, not that much, but let's not talk too much about that. So the item I just took converted one of my red hearts into many soul hearts, which is useful for the class I have right now, because well, the least hearts, well, if I get half a heart of life, well, I get more damage. So another arena, which will give me a page, which I don't remember what it does, because I never really considered using it. I never used it, actually. But some people might know what it is, or you can check on the wiki on Google what it does if you are really intrigued with what it does. I don't usually use it, but it's your opinion. Now, this boss is Monstro 2. I really dislike him. I don't know why. I just like, ever since the time I started playing, I just didn't like fighting this boss. It's quite annoying. But yeah, this time I've been doing pretty well. Actually, I tore through him, thanks to my spiders. But yeah, just fighting monsters. Fighting monsters! Getting items! The first run's like, you don't get really like mind fucked by the items and the builds you can get. But let me tell you that you can get some builds that are so insane. that you won't even understand what's happening. Like when you unlock more items there, your damage when it's through the roof, it gets pretty funny. You just tear through the rooms. But to get those items, you have to complete the achievements. Which is why I said, or did I say it? Which is why this game is like really based on secrets and stuff like that. If you don't do any secrets, well, you won't be getting very far. Like some people actually think that this game is like you do one run and you're finished. Like my friend bought this game, he did the run in 15 minutes. He was like, "What? What a waste of 15 bucks." I was like, "No, actually, you have like so much more to play. You have like 75 other runs before you're completed." And that's the end. I'm gonna explain later why.
Isaac was cornered. His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. "I will do as I'm told, my lord. I love you above all else," Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Alright, so I just beat the mom, and sorry if I was very anticlimactic, but that was the other use of the Bible, you insta-kill mom. So it was supposed to be like a pretty fun fight, usually it is. Pretty hard fight, but I just like kind of cheated my way out with, by unlocking an achievement, which is the Halo, and I'm pretty sure like some of you guys that have already played this game didn't know what this achievement was, so I just showed you what it is. So I hope you like this first achievement, special achievement, which is using the Bible against mom, and it unlocks you the Halo, which boosts all of your stats up. So anyways, this was like kind of my first basic video of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope this helped you start off in this game, which can be pretty rough for new players. But anyways, have a good day. See you later. My name is Benjamin, and bye.